President Trump is headed to the Mexican border tomorrow, but as the fight drags on, hundreds of thousands of people are set to miss paychecks on Friday.
So one government agency offered advice on how to cope: garage sales, babysitting, dog walking, and mystery shopping. The Coast Guard then took that tip sheet off its website after reporters started asking questions. If people don't get paid, some bills might not get paid either.
Walter Smith-Randolph is at the IRS facility in Covington with how people there are getting by. Hi, Walter.
Hey, Rob and Cammie, this is one of 4 IRS sites across the tri-state. There's about 3,000 employees in total. Now, their payday is supposed to be this coming weekend, as you mentioned, but the money is not expected to be there. Now, they're rallying in hopes that their leaders, the government, comes up with a solution. Debbie Mullikin has worked for the IRS for 22 years. Her husband is also a federal employee.
So both of our paychecks are at this point not coming on Saturday. So we're being very careful, and we're, looking at using our savings and what little cushion we have to keep us going.
But not everyone has a cushion to keep paying their bills. Debbie leads the local chapter of the National Treasury Employees Union. She says her members are starting to feel the pinch.
I have employees that I represent who are not going to be able to make their rent. I know of one young lady who's not essential. She lost her slot at her daycare because she couldn't afford to keep paying the payments at the daycare.
Stories like these are why SinFed Credit Union is offering personal loans with discounted interest rates to those affected by the government shutdown.
When the shutdown initially happened, there was a fair number of questions, but really the past week or so, we've gotten a lot more inquiries and a lot more questions.
SinFed has offered this program in previous shutdowns, but with this current shutdown being the second longest in history, the consequences for federal workers could be disastrous.
Now that it's been a couple of weeks, people are really starting to feel that shortage and the fact that, again, there's no income for those folks and they need a way to cover those bills.
While Debbie is grateful for SinFed and others who are understanding, she wants the country's leaders to come to an understanding.
We're people. We're not game pieces on a board.
Now, of the 3,000 IRS employees across the tri-state, about 250 of them are considered essential employees. That means they're showing up here to work, putting in their full 8 hours, but there's no telling of when they'll get paid for that time. We're live in Covington tonight. Walter Smith-Randolph, Local 12 News.
All right, Walter, thank you. Debbie Mullikin's union, the National Treasury Employees Union, is holding a rally tomorrow. It'll be at noon, and it's right across the street from the IRS Service Center.